mercy all my life shall surely follow me. I'm in Jehovah's forevermore. My dwelling place must be.
My soul don't have to restore again, and need to walk those days within the path of righteousness, even for His name's sake.
Yea, though I walk through the dark valley, yet will I fear no evil. Thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they surely comfort me.
My table will have furnished in the presence of my foes. My hand will have anointed with oil, my cup it
I'm not even gonna try to do that because I can't. What I am going to do, however, is say a special, special good morning to each and every one of you that reached out, that was wondering what's going on. Andre is not back as yet. We had what can I say, it was like a 2-week break that I was not able to come in due to factors beyond my control. We'll get into it a bit later. But we're back. I made the effort. I tried. I think I'm here on time this morning, which is wonderful. Good morning to each and every one of you that's already on the live. You can go ahead and like, share it, tell a friend to tell a friend that Nabi will be keeping you company this morning. We're going to go ahead and just wait. See if we get our call for our prayers. If not, then you know I'm going to do as I usually do. Trust that you guys have been doing well. You've been keeping safe. You have not been letting any negative forces or so get the better of you. We'll have a nice chat. We'll have a nice chat this morning. We'll have a nice little discussion. So we're going to go ahead and get our prayers for this morning. And let's see if we can pull it up. Good morning.
Good morning, Abella.
How are you? All right, great.
I can go ahead, right?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay. Good morning to Nabella and good morning to the entire nation who is listening. Thankful to you for another beautiful day. We look outside and we see a beautiful sunrise. We don't know how many of us might live to see the sunset, but God, this morning, even as we awake to a new dawn, we give you praise, we give you worship, we exalt your name. We say you're great, you're high, you're lifted up. There's none like you, none to be compared in all the earth with our God, which is Jehovah God. This morning, Lord, you're the creator of everything. So the earth is yours and the fullness thereof. They that dwell therein. God, we thank you for creating us in your likeness and in your image. But because we know of the sinful nature, man, fallen state, Lord, we've all, as the Bible says, gone astray. We have turned everyone onto our own way. And God, you have laid the iniquity of our sins upon your Son when you went to the cross to become the propitiation for our sin, our sin bearer, Lord. And this morning, God, we thank you for your grace, which is sufficient. And the Bible says, where sin abound, your grace did much more abound. So we thank you because even though there's sin, there's wickedness, there's evil, your grace keep abounding. You keep extending your grace and your mercy and your love and your compassion towards us, oh God. And this morning we are thankful for that. Not one of us is perfect. We say we all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. We have each of us have gone our own way. We continue to do our own thing, oh God. And we know because of our own fallen state, we cannot do anything to help ourselves. But God, you have sent Jesus Christ to be our sin bearer. And this morning we do not have to continue to live in sin that your grace may abound. We can turn around, we can change, we can repent and look to you, oh God. It's not saying that we're going to have a perfect life because of this. We still have to struggle with the two nature in us. The sinful one which we always want to please the flesh. But when we come to you and you impart that new nature, which is your spiritual nature, the Holy Spirit come to live within our life, we can fight and we can live above sin. We can struggle, but we can still overcome. We do not have to continue to live in our sinful ways. Father, this morning, cleanse us from sins. So many times we fail you in thought, word, and deed, and by sometimes willful rebellion. We know what we have to do, but we continue to transgress your law. And Father God, this morning, even the Apostle Paul, he cried out, "O wretched man that I am, who will deliver me from this body of sin? With my mind, I want to please God, but with the flesh, you always faltering." And God, this morning, we pray that somewhere we are where we are struggling this morning, whatever situation we might be going through, God will reach out today and touch you. Reach out by faith and say, Lord, I'm tired of living this way. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of not getting satisfaction. I'm tired of this dryness, this depressive Satan, whatever the situation is this morning. Call out. He said, if you call out, if you call out his name, he will answer you. He said, seek ye and you will find me when you seek after me with your whole heart. So this morning, I pray whatever situation might be surrounding us today, God, help us to reach out by faith. Even as that woman said, if I but touch the hem of his garment, I shall be made whole. Somebody might be looking for intervention this morning, a touch, a physical healing, a physical, something that, we lack the faith to say, God, you're able. There's sometimes we're given situation and we seem like we give up of life, we despair of life. But God, if we just reach out by faith and hold on to you and say, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. God, turn my situation around. God, you all I need. God, this is the cry of desperation. You're listening for us. And you know our heart, you know the sincerity of our hearts this morning. That you will reach out and touch whatever depression, whatever we are going through this morning. We know that there's a God who is able. There's a God who is able to do the exceeding abundant above all we could ask or think. So Lord, even as we go through this day, Lord, help us to be conscious of you. Bring that consciousness in our life to know that we can reach out by faith. We can say a prayer, however broken it is, oh God. You said a broken and a contrite heart you would not despise. And God, you would turn your face towards us, Lord, and bless us. God, today we pray that you give us a blessed and productive day. Whatever our hands find to do, Lord, help us to do it all our heart and all our might, not only to please men, but to know that you're the bigger boss. You're watching. You see everything. Your eyes roam to and fro, beholding the good and the evil. So help us not to plan to do the evil, continue to do the evil, but plan, seek to do good, to love each other, to connect with each other in a special way, Lord. Father, have your way today and bless us and cause your face to shine upon us and be gracious unto us, we pray. In Jesus' lovely name. Amen and amen.
Amen. Thank you
Amen.
so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Blessed to you.
All
Bye
right. Bye bye.
bye.
Good morning once again to our listeners near and far, far and wide. I trust that you guys are doing well in the land of the living. A lot a lot of persons did not, unfortunately, make it to see this beautiful October 22nd, 2024. Now, I feel as though I owe you guys an apology because I committed to actually let me turn this so you guys can see me. Let me just get this going. Yes. Hi. Great. So I was saying that I feel as though I owe you guys an apology because I tried to do the program and to hold it down, but life started to life, and we know when life starts to life how that goes. You're tired, you're just overwhelmed, and it's like you don't have the energy or you don't have the enthusiasm to get up and to get things to get the ball rolling. Now, we got a message yesterday from a gentleman, saying that, hey, you guys need to restart the program regardless of Andre not being here. And I said, you know what? He's right. Because at the end of the day, it's something that you guys look forward to. And I think I said that before. And I had to sort out some issues, I won't get into them, but we know how life goes. I had to sort out some issues and I had to deal with some things in order to get back to the frame of mind that I needed, that energy boost or that extra push, that extra drive to get up. And I sorted it out, and I feel good. I'm a bit tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be very honest. I'm a bit tired, but it's not tired to say as though, I'm down or sad or anything like that. I just went to bed a bit late because I had some other work that I was doing. But so let me apologize to you guys for that. I trust that I will be forgiven. You all are very nice, loving, and forgiving people, so I'm not worried in that front. It's an open line. It is Tuesday. I do have a topic. Interestingly enough, I conjured up a little topic that I wanted to speak on, and I think, how should I put it? It's a very touchy topic. It's basically money management. So we're going to be speaking about money management this morning. Of course, like I said, it's an open line. I do expect phone calls. I expect comments. We're going to have a nice little discussion. Everybody's going to give their feedback as much as they can. And please be mindful. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and you should not judge or critique someone because of their opinion. All right? I don't want to jump into the topic as yet because I want us to get the weather and all of these things, and then we can deep dive into it a little bit. Well, not necessarily deep dive, but surface level, because I'm not able to go deep into that. I'm not a financial advisor, and I don't want anybody to think that I am. But money management is very important. I've come to the realization a couple months ago, when I had some issues that I was dealing with, and I realized, like, hey, had I did this and not done that, then I would have been able to take care of this. Anyways, we're gonna talk about it soon as we do the weather and everything. But good morning to Miss Matheson. Good morning to you. I hope that you guys are doing much better in Carriacou, and you're, why did that song so low? Anyways, and the bill back. That's what I want to say. The bill back is coming along very nicely. I hope that everybody's keeping safe, and just being cognizant and being positive, because let me tell you, negativity has a way of coming into our lives and just placing us in a depressed state. We start overthinking and we start going through the motions. And mind you, we are human beings. We definitely have different emotions, but I think if we try, at least just try to see how best we can meditate, we can pray, we can trust in God, we can strengthen our faith, and just keep the negativity like at the back, way, way, way at the back, and see how best we can have a positive vibe. Good morning, Miss Cynthia. You're from Carriacou as well. Good morning. Special good morning to you. Good morning to everyone that's already on the live. Like I said, go ahead, like, share, comment. I know I've been away for 2 weeks. I apologize, It happens sometimes. And when things happen, we tend to not want to speak about it. I'm going to give you surface level. I have a business that I operate. Sometime back in ending of July, my vehicle was parked at home, and gentleman that lives up the road didn't put the handbrakes up properly or whatever the situation was, and that hit my car in the driveway. And it has been a lot of ups and downs. So it's very hard. And if you know me, and I live all the way down instead of a road, it's like at least a 15-20 minute walk to the main road. So it's a bit stressful. Everything is going well now. We've had some issues because with these vehicles nowadays, let me tell you guys, what? They make the parts so similar. And when you think you have the correct part, even though you search for the part number and everything, when you think you have the correct part, it's off by probably just a little bit, and it's not able to work still. So we've had some challenges, but things are back on track. No, I don't have the vehicle as yet, but things are back on track. And it's just like a lot. It's so overwhelming when you have a business, you have this car situation, you keep encountering issues left, right, and center. Like I said, life started to life. And I just decided, you know what, I don't want to overwhelm myself, because it can be a lot, and there are underlying conditions that I have. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want nobody to be my medical doctor. And that is not me being shady or anything, but everybody has their opinion, and yes, I understand and I respect it, but we're not going to get into that. But I'm dealing with it. I'm good. Everything is great. For the people who are just joining the live, good morning. My apologies to you. We're going to try and see how best we can keep this going until Mr. Donald gets back. And there may be mornings when I would be late, so let me apologize in advance. I'm going to try my utmost best to get here on time. And mind you guys, do you see my braids? My braids is going to be 3 weeks on Thursday. So good morning to Miss Angela out there at the Burr Street Mall. She did my hair for me. Friday's a holiday, so I have to remove it on Friday because the birthday coming up. I don't know if you guys remember, but the birthday's coming up. It's on November 2nd, so super excited for that. Nothing planned, but super excited for that. Sorry guys, when you have these smartwatches and it vibrates on your hands, you are tempted to check it. Let me read you guys a little something that I posted this morning on my personal. Since I'm speaking about positivity and getting back your energy and getting back into the groove of things. So I posted this morning. This is on my personal, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. It says, mind you, when I am ready to quote, I have it going on. Anyways, listen to this. It says, staying positive is a powerful tool that helps us navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Apologizing sincerely when we've made mistakes shows strength and humility, allowing us to mend relationships and grow. Giving things a second chance can open doors to new opportunities and deeper connections, reminding us that everyone deserves grace and understanding. It says, embrace positivity, be willing to apologize, and don't be afraid to give second chances. It's all a part of the journey towards a more fulfilling and compassionate life. Do what you will with those words this morning. Yep. Good morning, Miss Peterson. Good morning, Stephen, Joycelyn, Shirley, Errol. Good morning to you guys. Love and appreciation to you guys. What I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna go try getting contact with the Met Office so we can have the weather, and then when I get back, we're going to speak on money management. So we're speaking on money management this morning. Open line. Feel free to call, give your feedback. Remember, everyone's opinion is appreciated, respected, and should not be critiqued or judged. Right? So, stick and stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I'm not going anywhere, so you don't go anywhere. I'm just going to go get the weather. All right, guys. Let's see.
Where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
And we are back, guys. On the line with us this morning, we have Mr. Jonathan Price from the Met Office.
Good morning to you and good morning, listeners. Here is the weather for today, Tuesday, the 22nd of October, 2024, as recorded at the Mount Bishop International Airport. It is currently fair. The winds are coming from the east at 13 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1011.8 millibars, which is below normal and rising. Present temperature is 29.4 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 78%. Yesterday's maximum was 32.7 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 27.9 degrees Celsius. Only a trace of rainfall was recorded over the past 24 hours, which hence the total for the month remains at 72.6 millimeters. And now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be cloudy with light to moderate showers, some of which may become heavy at times, and a low chance of thunder, improving during the evening. Hence, there is a warning for a low chance of flash flood in areas so prone. Today's maximum will be 31.5 degrees Celsius with winds easterly to southeasterly at 13 to 23 miles per hour, gusting higher with showers. Seas will be moderate to rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in easterly swells, hence a marine advisory is also in effect. Low tide will be at 11:30 a.m. and high tide at 5:30 p.m. Sunset will be at 5:45 and sunrise at 5:58. Just repeat the public forecast valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be cloudy with light to moderate showers, some of which may become heavy at times, and a low chance of thunder improving during the evening. And the warnings in place are for a chance of flash flooding in areas of prone, a low chance, and a marine advisory. From the forecasters, Mount Bishop International Airport, I'm Jonathan Price. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. You have a blessed day. Okay, guys. So, we got the weather. Y'all know I'm gonna fight with the I'm gonna fight with the phone thingies. Anyways, let us take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with you guys.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Exposing the power in unity. When we join hands, we can achieve anything. Hey there. Get ready to lace up those sneakers because on October 26th, we're doing something truly special. St. Andrew Development Organization, in collaboration with SPOD and Friends, presents the annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk. Under the heartwarming theme, We Are Family, No One Fights Alone. We're walking from Plains Pasture to Soter's bus terminal. The event kicks off at 3 p.m., so don't be late. And guess what? Buses will be provided to those in need. Special conditions apply. This walk isn't just a stroll, it's a statement. Together, we're showing that our community stands strong and unites in the fight against breast cancer. So bring your energy, your friends, and your family. Every step we take is a step towards hope and support for those battling this disease. Join us and feel the power of togetherness. See you there. Remember, we are family, no one fights alone.
I'm back and I got all the chicken for the barbecue.
Excellent Farms chicken. Look how fresh and clean.
Yes, Hunt checked the label. No steroids, hormones or preservatives. And it's 100% local.
What? No chemicals? So you mean Excellent Farms chicken is safe, nutritious and natural with farm-to-table freshness?
Exactly. Finally, we could enjoy quality poultry. And you should see how state-of-the-art and sanitized the farm is. Plus, it's environmentally friendly.
You serious? And like they have everything from whole chicken to liver, gizzard, feet and more?
Correct. Now you hurry and start the seasoning up.
Excellent Farms, my safe and healthy choice. For wholesale and retail inquiries, call 444-3303.
Wait, I cooking all this chicken?
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay. Flow is keeping you connected.
Are you ready? Let's go!
Grenada. Get ready as the new National Party invites all to its 40th anniversary fundraising bingo event. Sunday, October 27th from 5 p.m. at Victoria Park, Grenville. Over $100,000 in cash and prizes to be won. Imagine you can win a Suzuki Ignis hybrid car, $50,000 in cash, plus other fantastic prizes. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two. Free buses will be available island-wide. Don't miss it, or you might just see your neighbor driving a Suzuki Ignis. Sunday, October 27th, we're heading to Victoria Park in Grenville for the new National Party 40th Anniversary Fundraising Bingo.
Get ready for the most exciting event of the season as Springside Entertainment, Tito, and Pixel Resolution Inc. presents Village Fiesta 2024 on October 25th from 2 p.m. until sunset at the Harford Village Community Center Yard. Bring the whole family for a day filled with fun activities such as bouncing castle, ring game, farmers market, and even a drinking competition. Enjoy music by Brighter Star, IMA Rainbow City All-Stars, and Class Coat Caress Band powered by Fox. Don't miss out on the fun. For vending inquiries, call 416-7562. See you there. We're back. Did you miss me? Good morning to everyone that just joined in the live. Let me go ahead and transition this thingy so that you guys can see me. Y'all know, when I look at myself in the camera, just tell me. I feel like I have bags. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I don't know. Am I? Do I need to get some eye cream for these? Actually, looking at it here now, doesn't look as though I have. But I did tell you guys that I was tired. I'm energized, but I'm tired, if that makes sense. Anyways, we're not going to get into my delulus. As promised, if you're just joining, I apologize for not doing this for the past 2 weeks. Life started to life, and mind you, my hand, I like to talk with my hands. It's a very nasty habit. I need to just put my hands in my lap and try and speak without using it. But it's hard. It's hard. So I'm not even going to fight it. I'm going to try to keep them down as much as possible. But like as I was saying, I apologize. Get this out of my face. I apologize for not doing this for the past 2 weeks. Life started to life. And we know when life starts to life how that goes. I did give a brief on-surface explanation. If you missed it, when the live is over, you can go back and look at it if you're interested. I did say that we have a topic this morning. We are going to be speaking about money management. It is an open line, so I would expect feedback. Since you all saw the need to pull me out of my bed, draw me out, as I would say, and say, hey, what's going on? Why are you not doing this anymore? You guys brought me out, so I expect full participation from you, my lovely people. Those of you, of course, who can. I know some of you are getting ready for work. You have to get the kids ready for school. But if you are able to, I would really, really like maximum participation as much as possible. But I am going to be doing a lot of yapping. And full disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. This is basically from the University of Google and some things that I put into practice myself, and I had to do so a couple months ago when life started to life back then again, and I realized that had I not done that, then I would have been able to take care of other things. Now, we are, how should I put it? Minimum wage is where we are, I would say. You know, we don't have millions of dollars. Some of us do. I don't. If you do, kudos to you. But while we are in so how should I put it? While we are in a society where the cost of living is going up and some of our salaries are not shifting at all, it's a bit hard to save. And I understand that, definitely understand that it is a bit hard. Some of us, and please notice I said some of us, do not come for me and I said Grenadians. I said some of us, including myself. Sometimes we tend to spend more than what we have. And that is a big problem. Because when rainy days come, and trust me, it rains. It rains a lot for me ever so often. So if it rains for me, I know that it rains for other people as well. And when rainy days come around, our heads start to hurt us. We're stressed out, we're depressed because we do not know where the next dollar is coming from. But, well, I always say, have faith and trust in the Lord. There is so much that the Lord can do. There is a saying. The Lord helps those who helps themselves. So if we are not willing to help ourselves, then how can we expect him to help us? We can't just sit there and say, oh Lord, I need your help. Drop $500 in front of me right now. That's not how it works. You need to put in the work. You need to do what is necessary in order to get the amount of money or whatever it is that you want. If you want to save for a house, if you want to save for a home, if you want to save for a car, whatever it is that you want to save for. One thing I've learned, I haven't gotten into what I've prepared, but one thing I've learned is as little as it is, if you can save it, it goes a very long way. Even if it's 5 cents or 10 cents. That is where compounding, let me just stop this because it's distracted me a bit. That is where compounding comes into play, and we'll talk about that as we go along. Good morning for the people who are just joining. Like I said, we'll be speaking on money management. I am not a financial advisor. I probably should put that disclaimer somewhere. Let's see if I can type this in, because I don't want anybody to say Nabi said to do this. Nabi's not a financial advisor. The things that I will be talking about, this is from the University of YouTube. And these are some things that I've put into practice as of a couple months ago when I was hit with life. If I can say that, if that makes sense to say. So, the importance of saving money. Why is it important to save money? Now, based on the information that I was able to find, it says building financial security, preparing for emergencies, and achieving long-term goals. That is why savings is critical. Now, there are short-term savings and there are long-term savings. So we need to be able to understand the difference and the importance. Now, for me, I would probably say short-term savings is, what am I saving for right now? My birthday. My birthday is coming up, so that's a short-term saving. So we'll use that as an example. We're saving for an upcoming birthday. Now, before you begin to save, you need to know what you're saving for specifically. So now, birthday, wide topic. You want to do dinner? Do you want to do a day pass? Do you want to go to the club? What it is specifically that you want to do. So that's our short term that we're working with, right? Now, mind you, I'm taking notes. If you need to take notes as well, then by all means, proceed. So, short-term savings, the birthday. The birthday is coming up. What exactly is it that I want to do for the birthday? So I'm going to just use an example. I want to have a very nice dinner. I want to go out and have steak and lobster because I feel as though I deserve it. I work very hard, you know. And it's a celebration of life, providing that God allows me to live to see that day. He woke me up that day. It's a celebration of life. That is the day that I was brought into this earth. So I want to do steak and lobster. So, okay, we know that short term I'm saving for steak and lobster. Now, with let's say I have $200. How do I go about saving for steak and lobster? So stick a pin there, right? How do we go about saving for steak and lobster? Sticking a pin right there. That's our short-term goal. No. Work with me this morning, people. Long-term goal. Buying land. That's a long-term goal. Buying a piece of land. How do we go about saving long-term to purchase a piece of land? So we're sticking a pin there, right? Great. Let's move along. Now, while it's important to save for goals, financial security, when you know you have a savings, it gives you a peace of mind. It reduces your stress and you feel a bit more increase in your confidence. I think we have a caller. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, good. It's an interesting topic that I believe that families should have a lot of discussion on. I don't think as a people we have a strong culture in money management. And I believe perhaps parents or guardians or whoever should start discussing and considering at what age your child should start to get investment, should start to invest. And people talk about saving a lot, yes. But I also like the word investment. And even people who are working today, who are employed and working today, and particularly people in the lower income group, they must consider having an additional source of income. So an individual leaving school, today children stay in school long. So they leave in school at 18, 20. They should already have a source of income. Something they create, something they make. Sometimes it's simple things. Just take, for instance, a radical example. Grenadians like seasoning. And you might use about $20 worth of seasoning per week. What happens if your child in secondary school grow the seasoning you use? $20 per week, 52 weeks in the year, and you multiply it by 10 years. So we have to instill and discuss with the children a culture of having more than one source of income. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. The people told you that before. Sometimes the spouse is a farmer, but there's so much waste. So potato pudding, you could pickle tomatoes, you could pickle seasoning, you could pickle cucumbers and other things. And that would be another source of income. We have to be practical. There's a number of areas that we could do better as a people. I heard a story very early in my life that you don't spend more than 20% of what you work for on consumer goods. And they say anything that is not productive is consumer goods. So if you feel the clothes that you're liming with is unproductive, then it's a consumer good. So you don't credit, you don't spend more than 20% of your money on it. Otherwise, if you're working for poverty in Grenada, I think it's considered as somebody that working for less than $7 a day. So if you're working for $7 a day, that is about $2,500, $2,600 a month. Based upon the government-owned statistics, you're living in poverty. So while you're living in poverty, it must be an objective of the family or that person to get out of poverty. So you must invest. Yes, you save, but you invest.
Yeah.
You have to invest. And there's a lot of ways you could teach your children to manage money. Take, for instance, a simple thing like teaching your little son, your children to cut off the water in the pipe. If the pipe is dripping, then calculate that in terms of money. And your children learn. You switch off the fan because you're burning current. Yeah. These simple things in houses could contribute to parents developing a culture of management.
Yeah.
I told a woman who was complaining. She have a couple children, and the children sound very dissatisfied. I say, pull them on a table and let them know how much money you're working for. And let them take pen and paper now and calculate your income. Make sure that is your only income, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the children is going to help you. All of a sudden, it's going to dawn on them the effort that mommy is making. And when they leave the room, if there is a fan, they won't cut it off because they're realizing we have more for current.
Mm-hmm.
Your young son, our children go to secondary school and they have not worked all through, they have not learned anything. In some societies like the United States and other countries, children go and learn things. So they might learn to swim, be a lifeguard, putting up tents, washing wares in a restaurant, additional work so they can get income.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes simple things, because we are generally the majority of people in Grenada are very poor. Even though you see people sometimes have a car, a vehicle, they're still poor.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things we need to do is to sit down with the income we have and see how we could make maximum use of that income.
Yeah.
It's a good topic, and I think we can sometimes, when we have this topic, we believe we have to get $1 million or something like that to start a business.
Yeah.
No, in most instances, you need $500 and $300 to start a business.
Yeah.
A lot of multi-millionaires and billionaires today started in their kitchen making things. So we, as black people, I find that is one thing. We don't have a culture. Somebody feel it, they have to get thousands of dollars to open a business. No. So how much does it cost to grow rabbit? And if you can encourage your children in the house to grow rabbit, and you eat the rabbit multiply fast. But the child who grow in the rabbit, you pay for the meat.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fertilizer, another one use the fertilizer to grow seasoning. And the parents help to build the pen. A simple thing like flowers. Everybody likes flowers.
Mm-hmm.
But you could grow flowers and sell flowers in the community, bouquets.
Yeah.
And your children in secondary school could learn to make wreaths. And they could sell the wreath. And I think that is a way that we culture our young people to start to do money management. I believe in schools, what we should do is money management.
Mm-hmm.
Money management, the commerce, economics, children going to school, learning all these things, and then they have no experience, no idea how to run a business.
Yeah.
But if we start very early with our children home, because perhaps the generation like us is already lost. So the emphasis must be on the young ones to invest. Yes, you save, but you must invest. Because when inflation takes place and all kind of bad management, you lose a lot of the investments you have.
Mm-hmm.
People have money for pension, and they're losing all because of inflation, government tax, your savings in the bank. We must know, your children must know the value of land. You cannot plant anything in the sky, and land have value. And our children only. I'm talking about holding this discussion with 5 and 10 and 12-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
By that time, it must be embedded in them that if they want to make money, they can work for it. There is no rich person who depends only on a salary, unless they reach a stage where they have shares or something, some big executive officer.
Mm.
So I don't care whether you're a worker by the road or a permanent secretary. If you just sit down working for money, you're poor. Simple as that, because one person may not have a car, may not have to have the expenses for a car, a big home. But when you look at it, once you depend only on a salary, you are vulnerable and you're poor. Mm-hmm. So we have to start to discuss investment. And people have to be cultured to pool their resources together.
Yeah.
We have big families, 4 or 5 families, members of the family could come together and invest in venture capital. These things must be discussed in our home. Thank you, Doctor. Got to run.
All right. Thank you. Y'all know I'm going to fight with the phone thing. Anyways, while you wait, what happened? Okay, I got it. That was a very interesting couple of words there, and I noted, I should say, two things. Investment, yes, very, very important. We're going to get down to that. Multiple sources of income, very, very important. We're going to get down to that. And he got the word that I was looking for, the lower income group. So, continuing. So we have the long term and we have the short term goals. The short term goal, say you're saving for upcoming celebration. Long term, you're looking to purchase a home, right? So we've defined our goals. We know what we're working towards. We know what we want to save for, right? Budgeting. This is where budgeting would comes into play. I read this book, The Richest Man in Babylon, and one thing that I took out from that book, or the most important thing that I took out from that book, was whatever income you receive, you should be able to save at least 10% of that. And you place it into a savings account, a high yield savings account. Well, we don't really have much high yield savings account down here. But you place it into a savings account where you acquire interest. So you look at the different financial institutions and you find the one that is best for you, that pays a higher interest rate. And 10% of each income that you receive, you save it there. There are some people who, based on their income, they are not able to do 10%. So what I would say, if you're able to do 5%, do 5%. So that's what we're starting off with. So that was the major thing that I took away from that book. Any income that you receive, at least 5 or 10% of that should go into a savings account. That is money that you are not touching. You're not touching it at all. The rain could be coming. You leave it in there for at least 1 year. Right? So, budgeting. We start off with taking off 10%. Then we look at our utilities. So we have utilities, groceries, transportation, and all that good stuff. I think it was, what was it amount? What was the amount? I think it was 50% or so. Let me double check. I want to give accurate figures from the book. So, hang on, guys, hang on. I didn't realize that I would have wanted to go into that specific way of budgeting, because the one that the internet is giving me, it's a bit, so they're giving me 50, 30, 20. 50% on essentials, 30% on wants, and 20% on savings and debt. I think that's how it goes, but let me double check. I want to double check. Okay, so the rule mainly was to save at least 10% of all your income earned, right? So once you take 10% off that, we are left with what, 90%? I think, if I can do math still. So we're left with 90%. Okay, fine. Let's say we do another 10% for a debt, and then we do, so that leaves us with 80. And then we do, let's say, 50% for our essentials, and we do 30% for our ones. So it still basically comes back to the same. So 10% savings that we're not going to touch, 10% of that, any income would go towards debt or debt. 50% would go towards our essentials and 30% towards our wants. Now, not every time you want something, you need to have it. So let's be mindful of that as well. I'm not going to get down into debt because, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just speaking on things that I do, things that I think that most people would do, and all of that good stuff. Right, so I know I'm saving for my short-term goals, so 10%. If I'm saying that 10% is what I'm saving, so I probably can do 5% towards my short-term goals and 5% towards my long-term goals. Now, mind you, your short-term goals ends in a shorter period. That's what it's called, short-term goals, of course. So once you're finished with your short-term goal, not every time you would have a short-term goal, then you can go your full 10% to your long-term goals. Making sense? We following me? I think we're going good there. So budgeting. So far we have set your goals. We have budgeting, which is very important, right? So we have 10% savings, 10% debt, 50% essentials, and 30% wants. Now, not every time your wants is a priority. Okay? Take note of that. So sometimes that 30% of your wants may just go towards paying off a debt that you see, okay, I have this extra 30%, I don't really want anything. I can put that towards paying off a debt. Right? So, budgeting and setting goals. Good. Now, what I've learned, it seems as though I forget everything I learned on the University of Google there already, but let's just talk for a little bit. So from that same book, The Richest Man in Babylon, if you are a reader, I would strongly suggest that you get that book and you read it and you would understand a bit more, because I'm not able to fully explain. I can just do surface level work at this particular point in time, right? So from the book. Now, remember, we had that 10% savings, right? What you do with that 10% savings at the end of the year, you take that money and you invest it. Remember, I told you that we were coming to investment. Yes, that is where investment comes into play. You invest it into, could be a business, Co-op Bank, and the ECSE, that is the Eastern Caribbean Stock Market Exchange, I believe. I could be wrong. I do stand subjected to correction. There are means and ways that you can invest in stocks and bonds. You do not need $1 million to do that. So there is that route that you can take, or you can take the route of starting a business, whichever works for you. Now, mind you, what I've learned from the book as well, when you decide to start a business, start it in something that you like. And when you decide to start a business, be genuine about the business that you want to start. Do not start something to scam people. No. Eventually, life will catch up to you and your scamming days will be over. So start something that's genuine, that you genuinely want to start, something that you like. It could be something that you yourself, for me, I have a weight loss business. I sell weight loss products and I sell feminine products. Why do I sell weight loss products? Because I wanted to lose weight, and I know there are people who want to lose weight as well. Now, before I started this business, I tested all of the products that I wanted to use to make sure that it was working, because I do not want to sell something that I know is not working to scam people. That is a no-no. So I was my own guinea pig. I tested the products. I saw how it worked. I did my reviews. I saw if I changed my diet this way, it can work faster this way. I saw if I changed my diet the other way. I saw if I went to the gym, it this can happen. I saw if I started walking, that can happen. So I tested my theories, and yes, I was bigger than this. If you know me, then you know. But yeah, so that is why I got into the weight loss product business. I understand, I have a better understanding now of how your diet comes into play with based on the products that I have. I understand all of these things because I took the time and I was genuine about it. In terms of the feminine care products, I had a UTI and I promised myself I never wanted to have a UTI and I won't reach that on my worst enemy. That is the most pain. Let me not say worst enemy because I don't have enemies. Thank you, Lord. That was the worst pain I've ever had to experience, and I also got a bacterial vaginosis infection because of medication that I was taking. And I was treated for it down here. It didn't go away. I had to do my own research, so I found products. I did my research, the internet. The internet is your best friend. I always say that. I did my research, I found products, and I decided, hey, I had to go through that, and some of the products were not available here. Let me go ahead and bring this in. I can start a business with that. I'm genuine about it. It is not something that I'm saying, hey, use this because I want to make money. Well, yes, I want to make money. I am also very genuine and intentional about the things that I bring in to sell to people because I do not want to come off as a ripoff or a scam or all of these things. So that was just backstory. That was a lot of rambling there, right? But anyways, you guys get the picture. And mind you, when I started my weight loss business, it was in November, so my anniversary is coming up. I have sales coming up, Look out for that, ladies and gentlemen as well, for the weight loss. I decided that I didn't want anything for my birthday in I think it was 29. I don't even remember when I started the business. I think it was 2020, 2021. It's going to be how many years? Wow, it's been around for a while, but I just recently rebranded. But anyways, that specific year, I can't remember the year. I think it was 2020. I think it was 2020. I decided that I didn't want anything for my birthday. But let me not say anything. I didn't want tangible things for my birthday. I wanted money. And why I wanted the money is because I wanted to start my business. So all the monies that I received from family, friends, I saved it, including some of my own savings from my paycheck. And I dumped all that money into bringing in the products or purchasing the products, getting it here. And that was the best decision I ever made in my life because I have a thriving business now. I am helping people with their goals. I'm very hands-on. Like I said, I recently rebranded, so I'm very hands-on. I'm very specific. I will work with you and all of these things. But anyways, I'm not promoting my business, kinda. But I'm just giving you guys some information on what I did with the birthday money and what I did with the 10% that I was saving. So my birthday money as well as the 10% from each income or anything that I got. If it was $25, 10% from that went into that savings account. Now, I'm with a credit union because you receive interest quarterly, So I took that money and I invested it. So that's what we're doing with our 10%. All right? And it now goes to multiple streams of income. So I have the business and I have a job. Multiple streams of income. Here's what. 10% from my job, 10% from my business goes back into a savings account. I hope you guys following me and I didn't lose anybody, I really, really hope I didn't lose anybody in there. No. That's how you start your business to get your multiple streams of income and all of these things. And that is basically what you do with your 10% savings and how you start a business. If you want to take the business route, or you can take your 10% that you've saved after the year and you can go into Cooperative Bank. I'm at St. George's branch, Church Street. Anyways, they have an investment. They have an investment branch there. You can go in, make an appointment, and get more information about that, because I believe that you should ask your own questions if that's where the route you want to take in terms of investing in stocks and bonds and all of these wonderful things. Now, budgeting. I have a very hard time budgeting sometimes, because when I go to the store for one thing, I end up coming out with another thing or multiple other things. And Maxine and Kira can testify for that. The stores love to see me come in, because I go for one and I come out with something else that I didn't even realize that I needed. But that is not the best thing to do. Budget, budget, budget. Groceries. What I try to do, and notice I said try, because it's hard. I try to plan what I want to eat for the week. And let me tell you guys something. Well, as I do weight loss and all of these things, dieting and so forth, it's very nice to be on a specific diet. And it is okay to eat the same thing for the next 2 to 3 days, 4 days. We have this culture where we want to change food each and every single day. Like, what? That is just extra cost. And sometimes the food that I can't say that to you guys, but I'm going to say it anyways. Sometimes the food that we want to change every day, it takes a bigger toll on our bodies, and we don't realize the nutritional content and all of these things. I'm not going to get into any nitty-gritties as it relates to that. I'll probably do an entirely different topic on weight loss. Since I am a bit more versed in that, I could probably do that sometime in the week or next week. Right? But it is okay to have the same meal ever so often, or once or twice or 3 times. Once you budget and you decide, this is what I'm having on Monday, this is what I'm on Tuesday, and so forth. We know the days of the week. You plan your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and a snack, because mind you, you would want a snack. You would want a snack. At some point, it may not be every day, but probably 3 or 4 times out of the week, you would want a snack. So you plan that carefully. You go, you get your ingredients, and I've learned that cooking at home, while you may not have time, and I know you're tired, and we really sometimes don't have the energy. If you don't have the energy, see me. I think I promoted my business here too, but if you don't have the energy, see me. I have things for you. Natural. It's all natural. All natural. All natural products. But I know sometimes we don't have the energy. But I always believe, now especially, I believe that it's mind over matter. I can do it. If it's going to take me 30 minutes, and try to cook meals that would not take you 2 hours. You're in the kitchen because you want to cook rice and peas, you want to make pie. Leave that for the Sunday. Leave that for your Sunday lunch. This is during the week. You're quick in and out. I know you have to go to work. The children have to go to school. Quick meals. Quick but nutritious and healthy meals. So you plan what you want to eat for the family for the week. Try as much as possible to prepare your meals at home. I know it's hard, like I was saying. I know it's hard. I know. But just give yourself, even if it's 30 minutes to an hour extra after work, before you go relax and take that shower, to cook that meal. And you can meal prep. So I think we're going to do a topic on weight loss and meal prepping and all of these things. Yeah, I think we're going to take that route. Agriculture is on Thursday. So tomorrow is Political Wednesday, Agriculture Thursday, Friday is a holiday. So probably next Monday. Can we commit to that? I can commit to that. I'm asking you guys. I need to be the one committing. So next Monday, we're going to talk a little bit about weight loss and so forth. I'm going to give my 2 cents and give you my journey and all of these things. But budgeting, plan your meals, plan all activities. There are events. We are young people. I like to consider everybody young because at the end of the day, while you're of age, yes, but you still go out to dinner. I'm pretty sure you still go to the dance. And mind you, back in time, dance is coming up on my birthday. We're gonna be in the arena again. That is not free promo. Sorry. Anyways. But yes, so you plan your activities for the week. What activities do you want to go to for the week or the weekend? So you have, how should I put it, an entertainment budget. So you could include entertainment in your budget as well. Now, the caller mentioned turning off the light, shutting off the water. If you notice that your water bill is extra high, do your research, look around the house and see if there's a leak or anything, and try to manage it as much as possible so that when the end of the month comes, your bill is not to the roof and you don't have to put all of your essential budgeting amount into your bills. Try to remember to take off that light. Try to remember to keep the fridge door closed. There are a lot of things that we can do to limit our water usage as well as our electric usage. Look into it. Google.com, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Google.com can teach us a lot. So if we cut back on some of our usage, then guess what? We'll be able to cut down on the cost of our bills when the month comes to an end. And we're able to have more money to pay off a debt or so. Now, there's smart debt. We're not going to get fully into that because at some point in time, you may not make a smart decision in terms of a debt. You really want it, and that's understandable, but there are some debts we look at how best we can pay it off at a quicker rate. So like I said, if you're able to cut back on your usage and lower that water bill, lower that electric bill, and then you can use that extra money to pay off a debt. Now, let's get over to wants because we still in budgeting. Let's get over to our wants. And full disclaimer, midway, let me say this again. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just speaking on things that I do and things that I know people do, things that I've read from books. All right? So, for our wants, do we really, really want to have that designer bag? Why are we having that designer bag? Is it for us or is it to make people see, hey, I can afford a designer bag? So we really, really, really need to look specifically at what our wants are. I'm not saying there are times when you can splurge because, of course, you work hard and you deserve to enjoy your money. However, do you really, really need to have that bag now? Or can you put it as a short-term goal and save towards it? Food for thought, right? So we have to pay very close attention to our wants when it comes to budgeting. We know our essentials of food, transportation. We have to take care of our debts. I don't think 10%. We have 10% on the side for debt, but I don't think that 10% would be able to cover most of our debts that we have on this island. I am not able to cover based on my 10%. I'm able to cover some, but I have I have about at least 6 or 7 monthly commitments that I have, right? So sometimes you have to tap into your essentials to cover your debts. Or like I said, you could be able to tap into your wants if you set your wants as a goal and you save you have to find creative ways to save. So if you want something, well, yes, you can afford it in your 30%, but just say, do I really, really need it now? And you can set it up as a short-term goal and just save 10% from your 30% and use that extra 20% based on what a debt or something that you have, or you could put it towards your essentials also. So we have to find creative ways that work for us. Not because I said, okay, you do 10%, you do 10%, you do 50, you do 30. That you actually have to take it. You know what your income is. That's the word that I'm looking for. Sometimes you space out when you're talking. You know what your income is. If you're not able to do 10%, at least do 5%, like I tell you. But that savings, it is very, very, very important. And you save that for a year in a savings account. You do not touch it. The rain could be coming, the house flood, the roof go. Do not touch it as much as possible. Find other creative ways within the remaining 95% or 90% that you have to take care of these things. We have to get creative. We have to get creative in order for us to manage our money properly. Right? Now, let's speak about financial security. In the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, and I would always advocate that anybody that I come into contact to and I give advice in terms of financials, I always say read the book for yourself, because you can just take my word for it, but read it and you would understand how much better it is explained than what I may say. I would probably break it down as best as I can, but in that same book, I did not have, well, okay, let me say this. I went to school, graduated, and unfortunately, based on how things went with my parents, I was not able to have anything that they left for me to say, okay, you're 18 now, this is yours. Parents, guardians, well-wishers. For your future or the future of your children or grandchildren and so forth, I think it is very important to have life insurance. Yes. Life insurance is very, very, very important at a very young age. I opened a life insurance, well, for me, my daughter. I'm not going to say how much she's going to earn. But, interestingly enough, Sagicor, yes, I'm going to give you guys some free promo here now. Sagicor, I am on this plan. I am on this plan where I pay a monthly. If anything were to happen to me, God forbid, right now, my daughter would be able to receive the amount that I insured my life for. Also, the plan that I am on, when I get to a certain age, I start receiving monies from that insurance policy. So, win-win. My life is insured for my daughter if things were to happen to me unexpectedly, God forbid. But also, if I get to a certain age, I also get to reap the benefits from that, because I in turn start to receive money back. I can't give you the specifics or the nitty-gritty. I can probably get Mr. Robert White to come in one of these mornings, because he's well versed in terms of the life insurance and so forth, and give you some information on that. But life insurance is very important, because you want, at a certain age, you start to receive money back. Now, while yes, we have NIS, I mean, come on, let's be realistic. I'll leave it like that. Okay? Great. Pedro, what was the moral of the book? The moral of the book was to help me to understand how my money can work for me, how to save my money, and what I can do with my money. That was the moral of the book for me. Okay? Great. So, we spoke about investment into a business or stocks and bonds. We spoke about setting the goals. We spoke about budgeting. Now, Mr. Pierre, I believe it was Mr. Pierre that called, yes, spoke on teaching the children early. So, my daughter had a birthday yesterday. And I identified her talent at a very early stage in her development, probably 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? 1 year? 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. My daughter likes to braid. She likes to do hair. While, yes, I would love for her to be a doctor or a lawyer or something, but I am going to tap into her talent or tap into the thing that she likes. Because if I don't do that, then I would not have fulfilled my purpose or my obligation to her as her parent. That's how I see it. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, right? They can stay with me. So I identified the talent and I asked her, I said, is it something that you like to do? She says yes. Her fascination last year was with doing the acrylics, the nails and whatever. I felt that acrylic was a bit too harsh for her. So I got her a polygel. If you're a nail technician, you would know what I'm referencing to. But I got her something that is able to help her practice to do the nails and stuff. And she did that. So that is a skill. This year, I got her a mannequin head to practice her braiding, because she likes to braid. I'm saying all this to say, when you see things that your children like to do, get the necessary things. As hard, yes, sacrifices will need to be made so that they can learn to do these things. Now, she is about to do CPEA, Common Entrance. It was back in my day. I am not going to encourage her to start the business of the braiding or the nails as yet. I want her to focus on her studies. And mind you, this is how I planned it. I want her to focus on her studies. And then when she gets into the Form 1 and she's settled on all of these things, then I would say to her, hey, what do you think about braiding children's hair in the community? You could probably charge $2, $3. Yes, I know. That's cheap. But at the end of the day, I understand that we are all in the lower income group, so you don't want to force anybody's pocket. I try to keep my prices as low as possible. But you know, what do you think about braiding children here in the community for X amount, when she's settled? So that way, I am setting her up financially for the future. So the caller raised a very good point in setting up the children for the future, having money management conversations with them now. At the same time, here's what's going to happen. When she starts this breeding business, my daughter already has a savings account, mind you. If you don't have a savings account for your children, I would definitely suggest that you at least try to start it. There's a minimum of $10. I don't know if it went up with Cooperative Bank, but just try. And every month, even if it's $5 that you have to put into there, at least put it in there. And just leave it there, let it grow over time. When they're 18, you say, hey, this is what we've accumulated over the years. And then you help them invest. See how it goes? See how it revolves and it cycles? Right. So I was going to say, here's what's going to happen when she starts this braiding business. A portion goes into her savings account. She is now able to make her own money to get herself to school. Win-win for me. I mean, I get to save that. And she's also able to invest more into learning her craft or learning her skill or putting more. What is it that I want to say? Yes, she's able to put some money more into her things, so she can probably buy that fancy gel or that fancy slick down thing, to put back into her business. So I think y'all get where I'm going with this, right? So you teach them from young. If it's in the seasoning business, no, once you have your children start that seasoning business, they get to save a portion into their savings account, right? They get to carry themselves to school. Because of that, they're able to take care of their financial transportation, break, lunch, whatever it is, to go to school, right? And then they are also able to invest back more, so they're able to plant more seasonings and keep the ball rolling. Now, while you want them to have the business, of course, we have to look at them further in their education. So you allot, okay. If it's on a weekend, you do the planting of the seasoning. On the weekends, you focus on your planting of the seasonings. During the week, you focus on your school. You have your homework. You have all of these things. So you have schedules, basically. So you set up different schedules with them. You make them understand. You sit and you have a conversation and you make them understand, hey, I want to set you up because I don't want you to have to go through what I went through, well, when I became an adult. You know, so you have this talent. This is what I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to invest in you. I'm willing to give you XYZ amount of money to start this and to get into this. And that is how you do for the kids. That's the meaning of train up a child in the way he should go. So when they get older, they don't depart. Their gifts and talents need to be encouraged. Yes, definitely. And I would say my daughter doesn't live with me right now. She lives with my mom. Thank you to my mom for taking care of her. But I was able to identify her talent because I noticed she's always braiding and she's always into the nails thingy. And mind you, my daughter, she likes to vlog. She's a vlogger. She's a vlogger, and I encourage it as much as possible. Unfortunately, the thing is, I probably need to rework my schedule. I'm not able to help her with her editing, but she does well. That's why it goes back to what you allow your children to look at on the internet as well. As she would take her time and sit and figure out how to edit this video this way or how to do it that way, and that is phenomenal. So we need to be able to identify their talents. It's very, very important. And sacrifices need to be made to encourage their talents. Because I sacrificed to get her that polygel and she did very well with her practice. I sacrificed to get her mannequin head this time so she can do her braiding. And it may even lead to weaving and all of these other things. So you identify their talents. So not because we say, oh, we have to go to school to get bachelor's degrees and science degrees that we keep the talent on the back burner. If your child loves to sing, encourage your child to sing. Get your child a karaoke machine. And okay, I know the noise, it may be a bit bothersome, but if you're able to say, hey, I got you this for 1 hour on a Saturday, you have free reign to have your karaoke moment. So you encourage their singing. You encourage whatever it is that you notice that they like to do. And some children, they are well versed, or they start to show signs of being multifaceted in different things. Because my child, she also runs, and I'm going to boast about my child. Yes, she's also a runner. She, in turn, once she told me that she wants to be a professional athlete. And of course, I'm going to encourage that. Of course, I'm going to encourage, you want to run? Okay, fine, we're going to run. This is how you schedule your running. You want to swim? This is how we schedule your swimming. You want to do braids? This is how you schedule it. So they are multifaceted in different areas. We, as the parent now, or the guardian, or whoever, the niece, the uncle, the aunt, we need to be able to help them schedule and manage, but still at the same time leave time for fun, because that is how they grow. Yeah, and that is how we set them up at the young age for financial money management. We teach them how to budget, we teach them little things, and get them on their way to become their own boss even. to be set up, to be able to understand how to manage your money and how to be financially free and stable. Well, free is, free. So we do that. I'm trying to. So we spoke about investments. We spoke about how we can help our child or children, be financially prepared. We spoke about debt. I didn't really go in full details into debt, but I think, as I said, with your once you budget, you'll be able to know how you can be able to spread out and pay your debts back off in the most timely manner as possible. Let's see what else we have here. Reduce utilities. So we spoke on that. We did the groceries, I said plan the meals and try to cook home as much as possible. There may be times when you want to dine out. If you know this month that you want to dine out, then you go ahead and you set your budget up in a way where you're able to cover your dining out, and do not go beyond your limits. I know when we go out and we have one cocktail or mocktail, we want to have 3 and 4. If your budget is for 2, stick with 2. Nobody is judging you because you're not able to afford a third mocktail or cocktail or whatever it is that you drink. All right? When you go out in environments where okay, if you budget to go to a football game, of course you would see a friend. You may want to offer your friend a drink, so you budget for that as well. You sit and you plan. Planning is essential. You think about all the scenarios that could happen. You may see an extra friend that you didn't see in a very long time. You guys want to have a drink. You plan. You don't just get up this morning and decide, okay, I am going to go to football. I mean, you could do it. You could. But you also have to look at the amount of money that you have and see whether or not you going to that football game is really, really what you want to do in terms of your financials and so forth. Right? Let's take a quick break, guys, because at the end of the day, I have to get paid in order to save my 10%. So we have to play the ads and pay the bills.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grand Anse. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissy.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissy.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Exposing the power in unity. When we join hands, we can achieve anything. Hey there. Get ready to lace up those sneakers because on October 26th, we're doing something truly special. St. Andrew Development Organization, in collaboration with SPOD and Friends, presents the annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk. Under the Hearth heartwarming theme, We Are Family, No One Fights Alone. We're walking from Plains Pasture to Soteres Bus Terminal. The event kicks off at 3 p.m., so don't be late. And guess what? Buses will be provided to those in need. Special conditions apply. This walk isn't just a stroll, it's a statement. Together, we're showing that our community stands strong and unites in the fight against breast cancer. So bring your energy, your friends, and your family. Every step we take is a step towards hope and support for those battling this disease. Join us and feel the power of togetherness. See you there. Remember, we are family, no one fights alone.
What's on your back-to-school checklist? Fast, reliable internet? $200 cash? A free laptop? With Flow, you can check everything off your list. Sign up for the Link Up 250 broadband today and get 50% off your first 2 months. Plus, you can win $200 cash and a free laptop. And if you need a new phone, our postpaid bundles offer smartphones for just $4. Make back to school easy with Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for details.
Are you ready? Let's go!
Grenada. Get ready as the new National Party invites all to its 40th anniversary fundraising bingo event. Sunday, October 27th from 5 p.m. at Victoria Park, Grenville. Over $100,000 in cash and prizes to be won. Imagine you can win a Suzuki Ignis hybrid car, $50,000 in cash, plus other fantastic prizes. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two. Free buses will be available island-wide. Don't miss it, or you might just see your neighbor driving a Suzuki Ignis. Sunday, October 27th, we're heading to Victoria Park in Grenville for the new National Party 40th Anniversary Fundraising Bingo.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
And we're back, guys. So, we covered surface level money management, and like I said, I am not a financial advisor. I just spoke on things that I've read, things that I implement, things that I see, and so forth. So please be mindful. If you want any further information as it relates to money management, budgeting or so, you can refer to the book that I read, the book that I told you guys about, The Richest Man in Babylon. You can see your financial institutions. You can speak with, you can speak with a financial advisor and so forth. So I think we did very well with money management this morning. I think I was thorough as much as possible. And let's get into we have like what 23 minutes remaining for this morning. So let's talk a little bit about upcoming activities. Yeah, some upcoming activities that we have happening. Of course, let me just stop this guy, sorry. We have the Breast Cancer Awareness Walk. That is with St. Andrew Development Organization as well as SPOD. That will be upcoming this Saturday. Yes, this Saturday. Friday's a holiday, guys. Don't forget that. So do not wake up early and go by the road unless you have work. You work in a call center or wherever the situation is. But for those of you, take some time to give thanks. So we're gonna circle back on giving thanks. But let's speak a little bit about the breast cancer awareness walk. The last time I was here, I spoke to us women as well as you men. But because it's breast cancer month, I still have not gone to get a check. I attempted to do an at-home examination, attempted. Notice I said the word attempted, but I would advise, if we can, that we at least go and get ourselves checked just to be safe and to make sure everything is A-okay with our girls. We don't want any cancerous tissues in there. So let's take the necessary steps. Look at our diet. There are different old people. You say old people, I want to say, I don't want to come across as that, but there are different herbs and so forth that we can ingest, to keep our bodies healthy and to keep us away from obtaining anything. But at the end of the day, if it has to happen, unfortunately, it happens. But prevention is better than cure. So if we can prevent it as much as possible, and awareness, if we can check to make sure that everything is okay with us, then that would be great. So there will be a walk from Plains to the Satesburg terminal. After that, there's a little speeches and so forth, just to bring some more awareness. And if you are able to participate, your attendance would be greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Of course, there are t-shirts available for purchase. If you're not able to purchase one and you have something pink, you can wear it. Or just showing up is all. Just showing up is enough. Even if it's with red or white, whatever. If you can, your presence would be greatly appreciated. Now, excuse me. So we have that upcoming activity there. What else is upcoming? What else do I know of? The Child Month March for St. Patrick, it was canceled due to circumstances apparently beyond their control. They have not rescheduled it as yet, but of course, let's remember it's a month of the child as well. So let us protect our children, have conversations with them, speaking to them about strangers, abuse, and of course, as we discussed this morning, money management and so forth. They are not too young to understand, especially if they're like from about 12, 11, 12, 10. Listen, whenever you feel it's best, you would know your child and how they develop, so you would be able to know when it's the best time to start having conversations with them as it relates to their health and safety, as it relates to their money management and so forth, as it relates to them growing up, playing, their internet usage and all that. You would be able to know what conversations you want to have. So let us try as much as possible, and not just because it is October that we it's a month of the child, we should only focus on October, but let's try to do that throughout the year. Just having conversations with them ever so often and reminding them that, hey, you're special, you're valued. These are things that you should and shouldn't do. These are things that you should stay away from. If this happens, this is what you should do. And just continue to encourage them as much as possible, right? So we have the Child Month. What else do we have for upcoming for this month? I don't want to miss anything. We spoke about the breast cancer. We spoke about the Child Month. What else? Help me, guys. What's happening for the rest of this month? Should I just jump straight into Thanksgiving? Well, let's see if we can do that. Okay, so Thanksgiving, October 25th. Time to give thanks. Of course, this is when we celebrate it. What are you thankful for? Sit and think about it. There's a very rude young lady came, opened my door. Yeah, that's Maxine. What to do? She threw me. She threw me a bit. So yeah, Thanksgiving is on. Sorry, guys. It's on Friday, 25th. You know, normally we focus on feasting. We cook our nice turkey. Mind you, I thought the turkey situation was for the people in the United States, but we do turkey down here. Whatever food is it that you cook and you come together with your friends and your family and you just give thanks. I believe in always saying things that you're grateful for. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for the opportunity that I have each day to try and be a better person, try and be an example, try and use my life experiences to reach someone, even if it's one person. I'm grateful that I am at least able to touch someone, to inspire someone. You know, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. You know, so we have to really think about the things that we are grateful for, and let's not just use it as a time to party. Let's use it as a time to appreciate the people that we have in our lives, appreciate the blessings that God continues to bestow upon us each and every day. So let's use that. Let's use that time as that opportunity for that, you know. It's wonderful when you can come together. There are people that you probably haven't seen in months. And I want to say I applaud. Well, yes, I believe Thanksgiving should be like a family thing, you know, but not everybody has that close-knit family. Not everybody has family, unfortunately, for whatever reason. I must say, I want to commend some of the villages that are having Thanksgiving get-togethers in their specific villages, and so I must commend them for that. It's an opportunity for the community to come together, for people who may not have a family to come together, to socialize, and to just be thankful, and to be happy, to be alive, you know, grateful and so forth. So Thanksgiving, it's something good. It's a good day. It's a good day. I don't know if I have anything planned for my Thanksgiving, so I can't really say, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I don't really have anything planned, but I do have a lot of gratitude for where I am right now, thanks to the Most High, you know. And while we are out there celebrating and having a good time, let us, of course, remember the Most High when it comes to giving thanks. Someone send in here for me. Okay. Oh, that was just a good morning trend that was sent there. So we spoke a lot. Surface level money management, Thanksgiving, month of the child, breast cancer. We covered quite a number of things this morning in this short space of time. And if you're just joining, like I said, I apologize for my tardiness and not being here as I should have to keep you guys company. So I really do apologize for that. And I know that you guys, being the loving, wonderful, and forgiving people that you are, you have already forgiven me. And I appreciate that. It's truly a pleasure to be in a good energy space. It's really good to try and be positive even when life throws you so much different curveballs. And I always say I give advice, and I sometimes never take my own advice. So I allowed life to life for me instead of me thinking positive and being grateful and being thankful and happy. I allowed life to get the better of me, and trust and believe. Lesson was learned. The Lord convicted me. And let me say this, I am not fully a church person, but I believe in the Most High, and I believe that all things work together for the good because of Him, and I believe that I have a purpose on this earth to fulfill. So yes. So most of the time, my gratitude always goes to the Most High. And like I said, I'm not very churchy, but there are certain things that I listen to. There are certain pastors that I follow, and I do my own research as well. Not to make myself go insane or anything, but yes, gratitude to the Most High always. So I always say, like I was just saying, I tend to give advice and I do not take my own advice, and that happened, unfortunately. But all it takes is one person to make you realize that, hey, you said to be positive, so why are you not positive? And when you get that message, you start to sit and you reflect and you look at things from a completely different perspective, and you're like, hey, if I've been given this advice, then why am I not taking my own advice? And you sit with yourself and you work it out and you build back yourself and you get back to where you need to be. It's okay to fall off ever so often. Trust me, it is okay. It is okay to not be okay. It's okay. How long you remain in that funk, however, is what is important. I always say, have some, or surround, rather say surround. Surround yourself with people that are going to uplift you, people that are going to encourage you to be your best self. And mind you, when they encourage you, they don't go speaking about you behind your back. You would know your people. Surround yourself with those people and everything would be fine. Even if you give the best advice, like I did, like I do, and I fell off because I didn't take my own advice, one person was able to say, hey, you can do this, you got this, get yourself together. And you sit with your thoughts and then you realize that, hey, I actually do got this, I can achieve this, and you paint a positive picture from that negative situation and you get yourself up and you move forward. Right? So don't stay in that down or sad state forever. Trust in the Lord. Lean on to people or surround yourself with people that you know are going to encourage you. Not people that are going to laugh at you or people that are going to make you feel down or make you feel worse because you are not in an okay space. You don't need that type of energy. You don't need to be around that people. And what I can say, when you get yourself together, the people that you think would have not been able to encourage you, try and encourage them, so that they too in turn can probably later see the bigger picture, and they can have a better understanding that, hey, it's not okay to be a bully, it's not okay to talk down to people. And we also need to be mindful that everybody is entitled to their own opinion. We have this thing where we attack people because of their opinions. That should not be the case. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I have adopted this way about me. If I see something on the internet that I don't like, I don't agree with, I'm going to keep scrolling. That has absolutely nothing to do with me. I will mind my business because it does not concern me. That is their opinion. Well, yes, I have a different opinion. I'm not going to go commenting on the person's stuff and creating this havoc or this confusion that I see happening on Facebook nowadays. For what? You don't like it? Scroll past it. It has nothing to do with you. If you have to unfollow or unfriend, you go ahead and you take that route. Okay? It does not concern you. Leave it alone. Mind your business. We need to learn to mind our own business and concern ourselves with things that concern us. Yeah? Because when we don't concern ourselves with things that don't, let me rephrase that. When we concern ourselves with things that don't concern us, it leads to a lot of confusion and a bigger outcome that we anticipated. That should not be the case. Right? So, surround yourself with positive people. Try to be as positive and be a breath of fresh air to someone, you know. Even if you know that they may just go and talk behind your back and say, oh, I don't know who she thinks she is. That's okay. That is okay. You say to them, I am the person that is here to bring light, to bring positivity to your life. That's just it. That's just what it is. So we have a lot of things to reflect on. We have a lot of things to take into consideration in terms of our finances, our budgeting, our investing, our savings. We have to go get our girls, for the ladies, our girls checked. We have to always remember to encourage our children. And, of course, positivity is the key. So, things to ponder on based on our discussion this morning. I did say that I was going to speak a little bit about weight loss on Monday. Next week, Monday, that is God's will, providing I have life, health, strength, and I remain positive. We are going to do a little discussion on weight loss if you want to lose weight. If you don't, like I said, concern yourself with things that concern you. So if you don't, it's okay. You can listen. You can probably tell your friend. I am encouraging everyone, but like I said, I am not an expert, but because of the business that I do and because of the different products that I've been introduced to or different things that I've tried, I know what works for me. What works for me may not work for everybody else, but of course we're going to speak at alternatives and we're going to look at various things in terms of that topic come next week, Monday, God's will. Tomorrow is Political Wednesday. That's why I said Monday. And of course, Thursday is agriculture. I'm not sure what we're going to speak on about as it relates to agriculture. BJ, if you're listening, we are on for Thursday morning. You know, we're going to see what we can speak about in terms of agriculture. I'll probably do some research. Now that I know, okay, I need to be here for agriculture. So I need to be properly prepared. Sometimes I ramble and I talk a lot because I went a bit off topic this morning. It was basically on savings, but then we got into investing and budgeting and all that good stuff. So win-win for everybody. I hope that what was said would be taken into consideration. And in terms of the insurance has a lot to do. You set your children up for financial security when you're no longer here, and you also set yourself up for financial security when you're a bit older, based on the plan that I am on. Like I said, I would try my best to see if I can get Mr. Robert White to come in and speak a bit more on that specific life insurance policy, because I know that I can get back money after a certain age, and I know that my daughter is okay if I were to transition when the Lord is ready for me. But I cannot go into the specifics of it. He would be able to best advise on that. And life insurance, it is very, very good. It's a great investment for, like I said, your financial security in the future as well as your children. It is a sacrifice that you have to make, but of course, with everything in life, there is sacrifices that needs to be made. So I had a really, really good time speaking with you guys. Like I said, I hope that my topic at least touch one person. Once it touch one person, then I'm fine with that. Once one person is willing to make the necessary sacrifices to do their savings and so their budgeting, then I am satisfied with that. So, lovely being here. See you guys on Thursday morning for agriculture. Have a blessed, positive, and productive day. And remember, when negativity comes, look at the positives in it. Stop, breathe, and be blessed today, guys. Love y'all.
Where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in